Welcome to Engineer's Mindset. Now, still on limit of several variables, let's say we have to evaluate limit as x tends to 1, y tends to 2 of 2x squared y all over x squared plus y squared plus 1. Okay, so I said when doing this, the first test is to directly substitute the value of the points. So we first of all try out by direct substitution and see if the limit will be defined or not. So by substitution, okay, which is the very first method to try, this becomes limit as y tends to 2. So we simply test first as x tends to 1. Alright, so pull x tends to 1 into the bracket and test for it first. So we have here 2x squared y all over x squared plus y squared plus 1. Alright, now we try when x tends to 1. So we simply put in the value of x as 1. Wherever we see x now in this equation, simply put in the value as 1. Alright, so this gives us limit as y tends to 2 into, alright, so I have 2 here and I have x squared here and x is 1. So this becomes 1 all squared because x here is squared. Alright, then put down my y all over, I have there x squared. So since x is 1, I simply have 1 all squared because x here is squared. Okay, plus y squared plus 1. Okay, so I have this. This is now limit as y tends to 2, okay, into, of course, 2 times 1 here. 1 square remains 1. 2 times 1 is still 2 times y. I simply have 2y here all over 1 squared here still remains 1 plus y squared plus 1. Okay, so I have this. Now I can evaluate 1 plus 1. That simply gives me 2. So this simply becomes limit as y tends to 2 into, this becomes 2y all over, this becomes, here we have 1 plus 1, and that simply gives us 2 plus y squared. Okay, so I have this. Now at this point I will simply put in the value of y as 2, and then see if the limit will fail or it will be defined at that point. So we'll simply put in y as 2. This simply gives us 2 into, in place of y we have 2, okay, all over, this is now 2 plus, in place of y squared we have 2 all squared. So you have this, okay. This is now equal to 2 times 2 simply gives us 4 all over. So I have here 2 plus, of course, 2 squared here is 4. So I simply have 4 over here. Okay, and this is now equal to 4 all over 2 plus 4 is simply 6. I have 6. And of course, 4 divides by 6. 2 can go here. I have 2. 2 can go here. I have 3. So this is actually 2 all over 3. So it simply implies that the limit as x tends to 1, y tends to 2 of the given function x, y is simply equal to 2 all over 3. And this limit actually exists. So it is defined at that point. So there is no need to try out any other method. So that becomes the final answer to that problem. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video with more questions on limit and functions of several variables. Thanks guys and cheers.